Welcome back to CA Hoops Weekly, presented by Geico. Bobby Broyles here along with Jamie Greer. Jamie, we're in the final month of the regular season, and it's setting up to be another exciting finish.
That's right, Bobby. We saw quite the finale to the first half of CAA play last weekend. Drexel captured wins over Towson and James Madison to take over first place in the conference. Kishana Washington earned CAA Player of the Week and USBWA National Player of the Week honors after leading the Dragons with 27 points off the bench en route to a 70-48 victory over the Dukes. Northeastern had a strong weekend of its own, moving to third place in the CAA at 6-3, following wins over Charleston and UNCW. We also can't forget about the individual efforts by Delaware's Nicole Enabosi and William & Mary's Eva Hodgson. Enabosi became just the third player in Delaware history to join the 1,500-point and 1,000-rebound club, while Hodgson tallied a William & Mary record 34 points at Elon on Friday.
We were able to catch up with our CA women's basketball insider Monica McNutt this week, and here's what she had to say about Drexel's big win over JMU. One of those teams that seems to have it going on right now is the Drexel Dragons. They sit at the top of the league race right now.
Denise Dillon strikes again, Bobby. I mean, Coach Dillon and the Drexel Dragons, it's not a surprise. I think it may be a bit of a surprise in terms of we may have expected to see James Madison in that spot at this point in the season, but they're right there at second place. I do think how the Dragons have been able to do it on that 8-game win streak, and particularly this most recent win over James Madison. At one point in the game, the lead was 23 in favor of the Dragons. Very, very impressive. This week, in terms of outstanding performances, Kishana Washington, who has 27 points in that game against James Madison. But you know what I love? 6 threes in that ball game. Can't get enough of that. But just in general, I mean, you also have to give a shout out to Aubrey Brown in that game, who had 7 assists. I mean, when Kishana is that hot, when Bailey Greenberg is that hot, it's certainly easy to dish the basketball. I just love the way that the Dragons are able to stay true to who they are. They run that motion set in their half court. They get out in transition when they have the opportunity. And of course, the light is very green for them to light it up from behind the arc.
You can check out our entire interview with our CA women's basketball insider Monica McNutt on casports.com and the league's social media outlets. Time to preview a few matchups this week, and we begin with a Friday afternoon contest as William & Mary will travel to Charleston to take on the Cougars, a noon tip on flowhoops.com.
Expected to get loud in TD Arena, Bobby, as the Tribe visit the Cougars for Education Day on Friday. William & Mary comes into the game off a week's rest after taking down Elon last Friday and will be looking to notch its 5th win in its last 7 contests. Eva Hodgson was lights out last week, scoring a Tribe record 34 points on 8 of 11 shooting while going 14 of 16 from the line. The Tribe continues to lead the league in scoring offense and field goal percentage, so Charleston will have to slow down the Tribe to stay in the game. The Cougars will be looking for Erin Eady to repeat her performance from last Sunday when she tallied 20 points and 13 rebounds in Charleston's win at Hofstra. Eady sits second in the CAA with 9.2 rebounds per game.
Also on Friday on flowhoops.com, it will be Delaware on the road to take on Northeastern. The Huskies sitting in third right now, Jamie, in the standings.
The Huskies will look to carry last weekend's momentum as Northeastern hosts the Blue Hens. Northeastern pulled out a 72-62 victory in Newark on January 12th, with Shannon Todd leading the way with 20 points. Kendall Currents played a big role in Northeastern's 2 wins last weekend, averaging 17.5 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. The sophomore tallied a career-high 23 points to push the Huskies past UNCW on Sunday. Now, Delaware is riding some momentum of its own after a big win over Towson last weekend. As we mentioned, Nicole Enabosi had a game to remember, tallying 27 points and 16 rebounds to lead the Blue Hens to victory. But we also can't forget about Jasmine Dickey, who tallied 17 points and 9 rebounds, narrowly missing her 9th double-double of the season.
Turning our attention to Sunday at 2 o'clock on flowhoops.com, JMU will play host to Towson. This was an exciting game the first time these two teams met, Jamie.
That's right, Bobby. Now, the last time out, Towson captured a big win over the Dukes at home, with Kiana Jeter knocking down a last-second bucket to propel the Tigers ahead. We should expect another high-scoring effort from Jeter, who scored 27 points against JMU last time and is averaging 20.9 points in CAA play. Nikaya Mayo will also be one to look out for, as she has posted 8 double-doubles this season and has 6 in her last 8 games. James Madison will be looking for a big bounce-back win after falling at Drexel last Sunday. Kamaya Smalls is averaging 18.4 points per game and posted her second double-double of the season last week against Delaware. The Dukes still have the league's best scoring defense, so expect this matchup to come down to the wire again on Sunday.
And we wrap up our previews with Northeastern at home taking on Drexel, a 2 p.m. tip on flowhoops.com, and can be seen locally televised on NESN in the New England area.
It was a low-scoring affair the last time these two teams met, as Drexel held Northeastern to a season-low 41 points in a 50-41 victory at the deck. The Huskies turned the ball over 28 times in that game, so they will have to secure the rock on Sunday if they hope to break through a Drexel defense that ranks second in the CAA. Northeastern did hold Drexel's leading scorer, Bailey Greenberg, to just 6 points last time out, but will also need to look out for Kashana Washington. Washington has led the Dragons in 2 of the last 4 games, including a 27-point outburst against James Madison last Sunday. We already talked about Kendall Kearns, but we have to mention Northeastern's Alexis Hill. Hill leads the Huskies with 4 double-doubles and 13.6 points per game.
Now here's a look at the rest of the upcoming action around CAA women's basketball.
The madness begins here. 10 teams battle for the chance to go to the NCAA tournament. Join us as the 2020 CAA Women's Basketball Championship heads to Elon University. Experience the excitement. Visit CAAsports.com for tickets and championship information.
CAAsports.com will have all the information you need regarding links to live stats, video, and audio coverage this week.
And you can also continue to follow the league on Facebook and Instagram by searching CAA Sports. We're also on Twitter at CAA Basketball using the hashtag CAA Hoops.
The CAA on-campus crew resumes this weekend in Wilmington, North Carolina. Stay with CAAsports.com and CAA social media outlets throughout the weekend for all types of content coming from UNCW. That is it from us today. Enjoy the games, everyone.